Crypto. Welcome to the pilot episode of the Crypto Insight Show. This show was created to analyze the top 10 crypto products, excluding stablecoins, to keep you updated with the current market trend and to provide insight to help you make more educated decisions to apply to your own crypto trading and investment strategies. I intend to keep my analysis very brief and to the point. Think of this show as a weather report for crypto. If this video can get 33 likes, then I will make another episode. I think this type of content is helpful and very needed on crypto YouTube, but I'm going to let you guys decide if the show stays or goes. The coins we'll be covering today are listed on the right side of your screen, and chances are that you probably have a few of these. My name is Lane, and welcome to the first, but hopefully not the last, Crypto Insight Show, only on the Road Dog Crypto channel. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Let's get started with Bitcoin. The greatest thing that I can point out on this chart concerning Bitcoin is that we do have a double bottom that seems to have been forming. We are also in technically an upward channel, so we've got to keep an eye on that because technically this is a bearish pattern, but it does look that we are slowly moving up to these levels here. I would expect us to come up to this 100 EMA, which is currently coming in right about 18,000. So we've got a good chance on the larger time frames to make it up to that point, in my opinion. Some noticeable areas that you might want to pay attention to are the areas about 17,784. Now that we've made it past 17,500, one of the sticking points that we will have is our last low, which is coming in at 17,622. Let me go ahead and just mark that. If we break above this and hold this as support, that will give us a chance to confirm this whole idea as a double bottom. Then we officially have a chance to make it back up to some of these higher levels. If, however, we get rejected at this 17,622 area, we'll probably come back down to the lower end of this trend line, and we could face further downward action. So it's all very critical on this area right here. When you zoom out, you can see that we are in a falling wedge. Now, this is a very bullish pattern. Given the fact we can get above the areas that we just talked about, that's where we would retest this idea, and then when we'd have a chance for some further upside there. So things are looking bullish. Indicators are a little tired, and that indicates that we will get a little bit of a pullback, most likely around the 17,600. So that's why that is so crucial at the moment. However, taking a look at the 4 hour, we got some very important things going on here. The biggest thing I want to draw your attention to is this white line, which represents the 100 EMA, and the yellow line, which represents the 200 EMA. Once that officially crosses, which it is just hours away from happening, that is an official bullish signal, and you should expect more money to start coming into Bitcoin. That could be what we're looking for to propel us up to those higher areas. Coming now over to Ethereum, we can see that we've got what we call an Adam and Eve double bottom, a lot similar to what we saw on Bitcoin, and being that this area about 13,058 right here is the area that we need to get above. You can see that over here as being a support resistance area as well. If we get above that, things look good for some more upward motion for Ethereum. It could go up as far as 1437. See how we do there, and then go above. Eventually we should come up to retest this yellow trend line, 200 daily exponential moving average, which is coming in just a little above 15,000 at the moment. Pulling up our indicators, we can see that we are a little bit spent, so do expect the possibility of a pullback or a rejection at this area. If we do see a rejection at this area, this also applies to Bitcoin as well. Price action at this point could get rejected here around 1363, somewhere through there. It doesn't necessarily at this moment have to jump up above that line. We can see a little rejection, regain our stream. This little green area, the Ichimoku cloud, is kind of hinting that that may be what happens. We may fall back, kind of retest at these areas, but I want you to see that we do have this 13 EMA. That's this little red line getting ready to cross that blue, which is a 50. That's a very bullish sign, especially on the daily. I do see price coming up. We'll just have to pay attention to this area at 1356. If it gets to boost up above it, look for it to come back down and retest that, find that as support. Very healthy sign that there's more chance for upward action. However, if we do get rejected there, we may just fall back down to this area anywhere as far down as $1,273, even as low as $1,232. We could still get a bounce there and still be in good shape. Next on our list is BNB, Binance Coin. Definitely a strong one in this bear market. It has held very well. And again, our indicators are spent on the majority of cryptos right now. Crypto needs to take a healthy break to get a healthy pullback, but things are looking pretty good for Binance at the moment. We've broken to the upside of a falling wedge pattern, and in the short term, I do see it coming up to retest this 200 EMA, which is coming in about 288. That also corresponds with the 382 Fibonacci level. We may in fact see some rejection at that area, do a little bit of a correction. Prices could come back down to this level about 279, could come down to retest this trend line, as a matter of fact, around 255. But we do have some bullish signs on the daily here, again with the 13 crossing the 21, and it looks like that 13 is also eyeballing this 50-day moving average. If we get crosses on these EMAs, then we have a much better shot to come up to the area about 295, possibly retrace back to about 280, stay in this area for a little while, and then finally move our way to the upside. Those are the areas that you really want to kind of keep an eye out for as far as BNB goes. Next on our list is XRP Ripple, and you can see that we broke out of this huge triangular shape right here. And that's a very bullish sign. We came down, we actually did a retest, came back up, and now we're still retesting that area, got to bounce off of there. So that also creates a double bottom scenario for XRP. That's very bullish in my opinion. We're currently in another triangular pattern right here, which is suggesting that we will get a breakup to these areas. First, I would be looking at these little lines, these EMA areas. This white one is the 100 EMA coming in at 38.36 cents. Other areas I would look at is the 382 Fibonacci level, about 39.85, and eventually we'll come up to retest this yellow EMA, the 200. That would be coming around 40 cents by the time that they meet. Some targets that I have 43 cents, 46 cents. 46 cents is an area that I can see that we could possibly get some rejection, get a little hiccup there, and maybe trade in a range. On our 4 hour, just to get a little bit of a better view here, we do see that we overall have this double bottom, but we also have another bullish side having a mini double bottom right here. This is an eve and an eve. It has broken up past the neckline, very bullish sign. If it can maintain this price, 37.24, XRP could be looking at some very, very good opportunities to try to come up to the 39.57 cent level. Test that. If we get a breakout from this triangle pattern, XRP will be doing some serious damage heading up toward 43 cents. Now, as with the other indicators on other coins, we are getting very extended. Things are getting tired, but there are some good signs, strong signs showing that moves are coming for XRP. Money flow is starting to come into this project. The indicators are looking very healthy and very strong for XRP at the moment. Next on our list is ADA, and taking a look first on the daily, see that we got rejected up here at the 100 EMA around 33 cents, fell back just a little bit. Now, if ADA does get a retracement, if it can't find support to break above that level, we could be coming back down to some lower areas, 28 cents, possibly low as 25, 24 cents. But again, it is showing some bullish signs. If we just kind of zoom in here, EMAs are starting to cross on a lot of these coins. It means that we've got a lot of money that is coming into crypto at the moment. I am looking for a little bit of a pullback for ADA, and it may come back to about 29.63 cents, somewhere through that area, but we should edge up to test the edge of this trend line. If I zoom out, this downward sloping channel is actually a bullish sign for ADA, and once we can confirm a breakout from there, we do have a much better chance of getting to these higher areas, say up to about 52 cents. The biggest thing would be coming up to test this 200 EMA. That's a thing that we're going to see on a lot of these coins. Now we're starting to see a point where we could flip the script on the market. These are the signs that you start to see when we're near the end of the bottom. So the real test for ADA and Cardano will be if it can get above around the 43 cent area. It just needs to take a little bit of a pullback, but overall, indicators on the bigger time frames are looking good for that. Let's take a look at the 4 hour to see what we got. 4 hours getting ready to try to make a little move up. So it does look like ADA is getting some strength to try to move up to the top of this trend line around 39 cents. Good sign for ADA. It's kind of in a cup and handle type formation. Do you have that nice rounded shape there that you want to look for a cup and handle? ADA is looking very good to me at the moment. Next up is Dogecoin, America's sweetheart, and you see this kind of rounding shape, this parabolic kind of shape that we've got going on. Very good bottom sign for a lot of altcoins if you see that happen on your charts. But we're following that very nicely. Now, if this point ever breaks, count it out, it will be over, but some good signs showing that we're getting ready to get something nice coming in for Dogecoin over the next couple weeks, I would say. As with other things, indicators are kind of overextended now. I do expect those to get a pullback. Look for it coming back down to about 7.3 cents, somewhere through there. We'll get a little bit more information when we go down to the 4 hour, but presently on the daily, I've got to see just a little bit more strength come into this. Money flow is starting to come into it. The indicators are looking healthy. It's just taking its time. I do expect a little bit of a retracement at some point, and then look at these areas. I would be looking at 8.4 cents when it comes up to this EMA area as a possible resistance. Now, looking a little bit closer on the 4 hour chart, it is looking a little bullish. We got a green dot on market cipher indicating that Dogecoin wants to do something now. So it's kind of flagging out just a little bit there. It is making a pennant shape on the 4 hour. This could be a good move for Doge. It breaks up to the upside, and the indicators are saying that it probably will after just a little bit of a pullout. And again, I'll be looking at 8.47 cents as the next target. From there, I'd be looking at 9.8 cents, and then again up here at 10 cents. Those are the immediate targets that I would put on your radar for Doge. Next up, we have Polygon, also going by MATIC as a ticker symbol. It is also in an upward channel, so that's something to be aware of. The areas in green are actually some support areas that go way back. So if we do get a pullback, I could see us actually dipping down to these areas. Our indicators are getting a little extended at the moment, and this is on the daily. They're showing that sign. So what that's telling me overall, that for most of crypto and most of these altcoins, they will get a pullback over the next few days, but then they will start getting a little bounce up. So I would give these coins just a few days to kind of work that out. Even though the 4 hour is saying some good things, we may get a short-term jump on the smaller time frames, but then again on the daily, it's telling us that we might actually get a pullback. MATIC may come back down to 80.2 cents before going any further. Also, again, these EMAs are starting to line up nicely. As soon as we get some crosses there, that would be a good chance for this one to have more upside. Crucial areas that we do actually need to get above are about 94 cents. If we can do that, that would be a very good sign. To clear that area for some upside, come back down and retest this 200 daily EMA, which would be coming in about 89 cents. Next token on our list is OKB, which is also showing some parabolic action. Now, this one could be very interesting. If this is a true parabola, these come in about 5 different stages, meaning that this one can come up to about $33, kind of maybe hang around in that area, and then the next move from there could come up to $41. But this critical move here would be the stage 3, could drive prices very quickly up to $53. This one is looking very nice, very strong. I do expect a little bit of a pullback, so it may come back down to about the $25 area or come back down to about $25.84. If it does break this parabola, this orange line that I have here, that move will be complete and it will be over. But I can see it coming back down to these areas right around $25.65 right through there. Number 9 in market cap is Litecoin, and it is also showing some parabolic action there. Litecoin has been taken off, surprising a lot of people. Good signs are showing on the daily. It is showing strength, but as others say, it does need a little bit of pullback. It could come back down to this area about $75.99. I do foresee that as being a very strong possibility. Keep your eyes on the 100 and the 200 EMAs. When that crosses on the daily, this coin is really going to take off. Again, the parabolic structure that we're looking at here, we're in the very early stages of it. Could be coming up to 97 cents. See a move up that might blast through $114 and hit up to 128, and then we'll have to see what we do there, but that's probably going to be the biggest part of the move in the near future. Now, checking out the indicators, we do need to have a little pullback for this to cool off just a little. Going into the 4-hour chart, we can get a better look at this pullback scenario, but we see that we have already gotten our golden cross right here a couple of days ago. That is the buy signal, and that's what's bringing all the money in. 4-hour is showing that this one still wants to go up, so it's got some more upside before it does come back to do its pullback. Giving us a target in the immediate term, probably about $89.75. I would be looking at that one. I'd also look at $92 as being a possible area to take profit, and the target that is really going to try to get to, whether it makes it there or not, is going to be 96 cents over these next few days. 3 possible take profit areas right here over the next few days. Pullback area, maybe somewhere around 76 cents, just a little bit under, if you're trying to add to your position or pick up some more of this. And if it does break out of this parabolic line right here, it's time to get out. It's time to take what profit you can, because this move will be over. When these parabolic structures break, that whole move is canceled. Last but not least is a dark horse in crypto, Polkadot DOT, one of my actual favorites. Overall, daily indicators are pointing up to some very strong moves. However, they are getting extended like everything else. Areas that you should pay attention to would be $5.36 as a possible target. Now, this would bring us up to the top of this trend line, this falling wedge pattern. This does have about a 70% chance to break to the upside. It should probably go up to about 583, retest these areas either at the breakout or lower on the trend line. Could come back down as low as $5, and that is a healthy move. That would give us potential to come up to for some more upside. I would also be looking at targets at 615, and then also looking at possible rejection around 674. That might give you a little hiccup. And then we'll have to reevaluate what's going on there, but it's looking very healthy on the daily. Looking on the 4-hour, again, 4 hours looking very bullish today. So it does give me some inclination to think that we might actually make it up to these areas about $5.35, $5.38 very soon. very likely to be very soon. The biggest key that you want to look at on the 4 hours when this 100 EMA, the white line, crosses over the yellow 200 EMA. When that happens, expect a lot more money to come in. When those two lines cross on the 4 hour, that is an official buy signal, and that's something that whales and institutions and crypto experts are paying a lot of attention to. 4 hour golden crosses and also daily golden crosses are going to be the secret to helping you time your entries on some of these coins over these next 2 weeks. If you found this information helpful, if you liked what we did today, hit that like button. I just need at least 33 of you guys to hit that like button, and I will do another video like this and try to continue this series. Until next time, my name is Lane, giving you Crypto Insight.